Disney's Disneyland.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are.
Each week as you enter this timeless land, one of these many worlds will open to you. Frontierland, tall tales and true from the legendary past. Tomorrowland, promise of things to come. Adventureland, the wonder world of nature's own realm. Fantasyland, the happiest kingdom of them all. Presenting this week from Fantasyland, your host, Donald Duck. And now your host, Walt Disney.
Walt said, yeah.
Oh,
But tell him I'm out here.
all right, Donald. And now your host, Walt Disney.
As you probably noticed on your way in, there's a young man camped outside my door. He's been there for the past week. On top of that, Donald's been bombarding me with memo after memo. He wants to be the master of ceremonies on a Disneyland show. But with that voice of his, I don't know how anybody could ever understand him.
Walt!
This is interesting. Memo number 64786. Listen, I quote. Dear Walt, in regard to my many requests, I would like you to know that your worries are over. I have a big surprise for you. I have licked the voice problem. I am confident that I am now qualified to handle a Disneyland show. How about it? Impatient at yours, Donald Duck. Well, I don't know how Donald could ever lick the voice problem. But after all these many years of association, I at least owe him the courtesy of an audition. Okay, Donald, come on in. Let's get it over with.
Be fun, boys, be fun. Hurrah, for us! Tap your little hands, that's your way for hurrah, come on! Microphone. It was a microphone, you dummies. Hurry up. Yes, sir, Dr. Donald. Okay, boys, this is it. Now remember, no mistake. Oh, you worry, Dr. Donald. We can handle it. Okay, boy, start it up. Oh, boy, I hope this works.
Okay, Donald, go ahead. What's your big surprise?
How do you do, Mr. Disney? And greetings to you, my television audience.
Why, Donald, this is a big surprise. I can understand every word you say.
Of course. The complete substance necessary for perfect speech is merely to subject the vocal extremities of the mind to a concise, precise, and simple to understand thought pattern. This enables one
To speak clearly and how exasperating.
Now, as I was saying, this, of course, enables one to speak distinctly, utilizing perfect enunciation with the most difficult dialogue. Speaking from deep within the diaphragm, one is able to come out with clear, bell-like tones that are so necessary for the perfect speaking voice. Again, we must remember that words in themselves merely tell the substance contained within one's speech. To alleviate all doubt as to the actual meaning of what we are saying, we should at all times express the emotion that the subject be expounded upon demands. And, of course, if necessary, become melodramatic, in order to aptly describe the meaning within the descriptive. Well, Mr. Disney, what is your opinion?
What an improvement. You're wonderful, Donald. Wonderful. It's a deal. The show is yours.
How utterly delightful. You've made a wise choice, Mr. Disney.
A wise choice? Oh, I hope he's right.
But first, if you would be so kind, a short introduction, please. Mr. Disney.
Certainly, Mr. Duck. says here. And now, I would like to present our distinguished host, that well-known actor, author, critic, lecturer. Lecturer?
Why, certainly. I have... I have lectured in the four corners of the earth.
And to continue, adventurer, poet, world traveler, and distinguished man of the world, Donald Duck.
I believe that sums it up. My introduction seems humbly adequate.
Okay, Donald, you take over. You know, a good master of ceremonies keeps his show moving, keeps up the tempo, and builds to a climax. And remember, in television, you bring the show out right on the second.
You mean on the nose?
Right on the nose. Promise?
Promise.
Okay, boys, we're in. Change the voice.
Now I'll show you how to really put on a show. The show.
Good, Donald, thanks for that, dude. Show me yourself, Donald. Well, it's about time.
Up to now, you've visited only one land a week. You know 'em, folks. Frontierland, Tomorrowland, Adventureland, and Fantasyland. But my show is going to be a spectacular. On my super-duper colossal, you're going to get 4 shows in one.
Okay, boys, start the music.
Present Walt Disney's Disneyland.
When you wish upon a star, make no
And now, the Duckland 4-in-1 show presents Adventureland. I present to you that eminent explorer, Sir Donald Duck. Hip, hip, and all that sort of rot.
Oh my gosh, the microphone. And now, my story.
On previous Adventureland shows, you have visited nature's own realm. But hold on there, chappies, for you have yet to see a Donald Duck true-life adventure. Who else could have captured, on film, the delicate mermaids of Mermaid Lagoon? Or who could have scaled the treacherous Andes to film the elusive flying donkey? Who else could have caught the deep, rich tones of the singing whale? Listen, my friends.
Mama's little baby loves shortening. Mama's little baby loves shortening bread. 2 little children lying in bed. One of them sick and the other most dead. Called for the doctor said, feed them children on shortening bread.
And it was I, Sir Donald Duck, who dared film the stupendous heavyweight battle of the prehistoric world between the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Brontosaurus. But now you're in for a real treat. For now, you will follow me into the dense jungles of South America, where I will film another Sir Donald Duck true-life adventure.
Oh, brother.
Shall we give it a bit of a go? Righto. And away we go. And now, the Duckland 4-in-1 show presents Frontierland. Howdy, partners. My story begins as the hardy pioneers began their trek to sunny California. Yes, sir, those fearless, strong-hearted souls that were out west through the Rockies. Now, like I was saying, when the train started west, I mean wagon trains, boy. Yes, sir, folks, we owe a lot of thanks to those early pioneers. When they trekked their way out here to California, they brung us many things to help build the West. But when it came to the most important item, my old grandpappy, Rufus Duck, was assigned to bring it through. Nope, weren't spirits. Were genuine maple syrup. As my old grandpappy trekked his way west toward the Rockies, he suffered many hardships. Were an uphill battle all the way. Grandpappy was nearly lost crossing the turbulent rivers. Through the hot, sweltering summers. Darn near froze to death through the long, arduous winters. But the one menace that struck fear into the hearts of all pioneers was yet to come.
Out there somewhere.
Reckon we ought to go out and get 'em?
They'll be coming soon enough.
No, sir. 'Tweren't the red man. 'Twere the red ant. Grandpappy brung his precious cargo through safe and sound. But as you can see, he also brung through a few million ants. And that's why today it ain't uncommon to find an ant or two around the house. Stick around, partners, and I'll show you what I mean.
Show presents Tomorrowland. And here to tell you this fabulous story of the future is your host, Professor Duckenheimer. Thank you. Let me tell you, when you look at the hand, on the inside of it comes a hand where you make it, comes over with the old you. This is as bad as my own voice.
Change the record, you damage. Sorry, Uncle Lion.
That is more like it. Now that man has mastered the aircraft of today, his dream is to explore the vastness of outer space. But what intestinal fortitude the pilot would have to venture into the unknowns of outer space. Let us see. This is the rocket assembly building, with tracks running to the launching site. Only 48 hours remain until firing time. Our spaceship moves ponderously toward the firing site. After the ship is securely anchored over the blast tunnel, the elevator spar is raised into place for the final pre-flight check and fueling. This is the blockhouse, the control center for Operation Spaceflight. Here, the oscilloscopes, radar scopes, computers, and tracking devices are the brain and nervous system for the rocket. Dancing patterns of light will record every detail of the blastoff and climb into space. In the windowless blockhouse, observation is by periscope. Through a system of worldwide radar stations, electronic eyes will always be focused on the rocket as it orbits around the globe every 2 hours. The tracking radars report ready and are standing by. The optical tracking stations are poised and ready to follow the rocket in its upward flight.
Lookout, can you hear me? Could you give me that stage 2 separation signal again? Okay now, over.
Swivel motor, stage 3 to pitch right. Okay, now give me the left.
Attention all personnel. It is now X-2 hours. Fueling crew, take your stations. Safety area will be cleared by all personnel.
After years of careful preparation, testing men and materials, this is the final payoff. Now man will bet his life against the unknown dangers of space travel.
Flight crew, report aboard rocket. Flight crew, report aboard rocket.
And now, here is our fearless, daring hero who has volunteered to be the first human being to accept this dangerous assignment.
Oh, brother.
That duck's got guts.
Ah, he'll come through okay.
Yeah, you gotta hand it to him.
Yeah, that duck's got it.
Yeah.
Good luck, Mr. Duck.
Thank you, Professor.
As 0 hour approaches, the painstaking work of the checkout crews continues. The ship and every piece of its equipment is being checked and rechecked. In the pits, the required quantity of fuel is preset. pumps will deliver 1,230 tons of hydrazine and red fuming nitric acid into the tanks of the waiting rocket.
Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And this brings up a rather interesting point. That brave, daring, and fearless Doomkopf has just cost you taxpayers $6,098,340,009.37. I can't understand what has gone wrong. This pilot recommended himself very highly. He claimed he had mastered the jet airplane. Let's see what happened.
Oh, good. That's what died. Oh, yeah? Thanks, Walt.
Welcome to Fantasyland. And now, here to teach you the art of acting is perhaps the greatest living actor in the world today.
Me, Donald Duck. Now, the first thing that an actor needs is a script. Boy? My script. This tells me the type of role I am to play. Naturally, being a great actor, my roles are equally great. I might be cast as a king, or maybe the great Julius Caesar. Now, let me see. According to the script, I'm to be cast as a hobo. A hobo?
What kind of road is this, Jordan? Oh,
But then again, a great actor can portray any role. Remember, there are no small parts, only small actors. Now let me see. Scene 1. The story begins with me walking down the railroad tracks. I am as carefree as a bird in flight, not a care in the world, except that it's lunchtime and I am getting hungry. I see a lumber camp nearby. Perhaps I may obtain food here to tide me over. So, as you have seen, a great actor can master any role.
And now, the world's greatest musketeer, me, Donald Duck. With my trusty sword, I will cut down the enemy.
Wow, listen to him roll on. Hey, look at the town. Yeah, we gotta stop him.
To the right of me,
Sergeant. It's time to close the show.
Begone, you varlet. My show never ends. Ha-ha!
I can't stop him. What do we do? We can't get him off the air. Got it?
Oh, using two swords, eh?
Let me just do it.
Old chap. There.
Sergeant, sound effects.
Monster. And now there, young maiden. Musketeer duck.
This will bring the show out on time.
White steed.
I will whisper sweet nothings in your pink little ear.
There they go, and it's Seabiscuit going out in front, housemaid's knees in second, and round the clubhouse turn, it's...
And the champ throws a hard right. He's down. He's up. He's down.